Good evening. Hello. Welcome along to some more Gran Turismo 4. I think it is running. As always, I am a bit uncertain about the sound levels, but we'll figure that out as we go, I guess. That's full screen. That makes for a better viewing experience. Right, so hi Kev, hi Ola, welcome along. Yeah, now I have the music on, but I have turned it down a bit. Oh, that's flickery. Hi Simon. Let's see, you could up the menu music because the yeah. Roam like home, yeah. Now that's a bit better. Now I have, since the last time since last Sunday rather, I have been doing a little bit of B-spec driving to kind of train the B-spec driver a little bit before I figured that it doesn't do anything in particular. What I did have a look at is I don't remember which of the championships we drove that won me a DTM car, but I did replay that with B-spec and then, well, with A-spec first and then with B-spec again afterwards. And even though the randomizer is on, it randomizes to a certain point so that you will still get the same car from the same championship. So I also did one of the I don't remember the other one, but that got me an NSX that I also had from that I also won a bit earlier on. Yep, in the same championship when I was driving it on stream. So we could, well, before we do anything else, we could do a little bit of a garage cleaning. Because in real life I would want to have 4 DTM Astras in my garage, but in the game I don't need it. And I also went to the used car dealership. Found myself a couple of cars. I got this, because this is the first car that I bought in GT4 back when I started playing GT4, when the game was released. I do still remember the guy in the electronics store wishing me a good trip as I had paid for the game and was about to leave. Have a safe journey. So I did buy a couple of cars that may or may not come in handy in later races. I did buy the Celica. course, this is the it is the front-wheel drive. It is the 2-liter GT, so this is the exact same car as I have in my driveway. 140 horsepower, 2-liter engine, and mine do weigh in a little bit less than 1130 kilos because it has started to rust and some of the metal has started to fall off. So yeah, but anyway, I was going with a movie reference on the on the title. We're on a mission from God. Not quite, but close enough. Let's do some driving missions then. I also do have on my other screen I am watching GP laps, doing the last minute effort into the Asia Pacific Rally Championship. Oh, 250 points. I was gonna say, I hope this isn't a full lap with this car, but it wasn't. Yeah, all of these driver challenges, the missions might be worth 250 points. I don't remember, because these I haven't done since, well, since I bought the game back in 2005, 4, either late 2004 or early 2005. Yeah. Lost quite a bit of momentum there with oh, come on. Yeah, nailed it. 7 thousandths of a second. Had a far better exit. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for changing gears up already at that point. One thing that I miss, or kind of would want from this from this menu here, is the ability to skip to next. Oh, 7 1,000ths of a second. Well, yeah, I can see what you mean. click to the rear, yeah, good. Seattle first corner. I do believe the one lap magic stuff is more towards the end of the driver mission thingies. Which of the old WRC games? I remember this. One of the old WRC games for PlayStation 2 had some driving missions in them as well. Was that the newest one? The Evolved? Hi, Bequeathed. How many of these do we have to do before we get the bonus cars? Is that for every 10? Might be. 206. Well, I didn't start this race with any particular speed advantage. Okay, it might not have been Evolved then. Might have been WRC 4 maybe. Because there was a mode where you were driving or put in different scenarios with a car that was on one stage where the car was locked in gear because of gearbox malfunction, and one where you were driving with punctured tire for the entire stage and stuff like that. I might have to have a look into that at a later point, or maybe after. Ooh. Okay, so there's a prize car for every 5 driver mission then. Nice. Can't see it on any of the wikis either. Yeah, okay. Well, it wasn't called driver missions at the time, I think. Test track mode. Yeah, could be that. But it is from WRC 4 then. Oops. Okay, I might have to take this one again, or maybe not. Slingshot move and another 7,000 of a 7,000ths of a second. Confusing it with a mushroom trip. Yeah. I definitely know there was one, because I do remember driving, was it the Peugeot 307, I think, without brakes in one of those stages. Or maybe it was 2 stages in that challenge. There's a slamming it down gear, and I actually had handbrake, a functioning handbrake. Now that didn't work. Maybe I went in a bit too fast on the first one. What? Send it. I was about to say, I don't know how much this due to the overall progression of the game, but I do know it is 0.2% of the overall game completion, all of these for each and I looked at what you were writing, and I've already fallen off from where I was going with that. Yeah, no, every single one of these driver missions contribute with 0.2% in the overall completion rate. Oh, okay, so there is a point where the driving stick doesn't... it sticks. It goes from analog to digital. Motegi Oval. Well, it says Motegi Oval in the title, and it's Motegi Road Course on the bottom right. Yeah, okay, it's the back straight. Ooh. Okay, how much of a send do we have to do on in that corner? Ah, okay, yeah, it's less precise. Okay, that much of a send. Okay. That was Formula 1 levels of bullying. Loads, yeah. A continuous overtaking mission at Circuit de la Sarthe. Nice. Oh, for the entire back straight. Interesting. Well, and we're in France, so what is more natural than going out with some big French cars? I was gonna say that the slipstream is huge, but it should be, because this car do make a big hole in the air. Oh! 5-second penalty, yeah, okay. Well, I didn't expect the handbrake to come on when I jumped on the brakes. I think I might have to start this one over again. Yeah, no, this one was a bit more tricky. Of course, I didn't do myself any favors by slamming the car in the wall either, though. Has to be said. We're actually doing over 200 kilometers an hour in this box. Started moving about on the brakes there too. I was gonna say I'm a bit too far behind to be in the slipstream, but the wind noise is not that loud. Yeah, okay, fine. Robin is racing. It's touring cars after all. Am I far enough? I don't think I am far enough ahead to catch the last guy. Now this one was a bit more tricky than the rest has been. I just have to try, see what it does. Well, that's a strategy. It is interesting though, because in the last one, the 34. Driving mission 34 with the Mercedes at the Nürburgring, you can't go off the track at all. There you get disqualified for being off track. No! No! I'm not gonna be able to catch up that. Stupid game. Oh, okay, that's not look right. Fine. No, it's not the one that I expected to drive the most either. I've learned the strat now, so just have to try to avoid hitting any cars or trackside objects when rejoining, doing the broadband strategy. So stupid that that works. Well, the gravel traps doesn't do that good of a job of what they're supposed to be doing then. If you can just skate across the top of them like that. Maybe there isn't a look left or look right in this game. That's lousy pay for that hard of a job. That being said, that was number 10, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Ooh. $240 set G. Right, put on my sweater now. It's not in WRC 3, okay? You've been in there and had a look. Yeah, I have to have a look later on and to see if I can find that driving mission thing in one of the WRC games. So we do go for a couple of more. Now that we finally passed that hurdle. Now this is a track that you can't really cheat on. And it's not a one-lap marvel either, it is... No. It's a 3-lap race. Of course, the very first thing I do is slam the wall and get a 5-second penalty. Oh, it's already up in the roundabout. Okay. don't think I'm gonna clear this one easily either. Especially not if I keep doing that. Trying to cut corners as much as possible. Oh, that is a lot closer compared to last time. Gotta say that this might not be the most inspiring overtake challenge that I've done. Oh, there is some stability control actually turned on the car. I didn't even think this old car could have that. Excuse me. Coming through. Yeah, 9 seconds behind, and I catch up 2 seconds through this part. Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah, no, we would need another lap. 7 seconds down. Do we? Yeah, okay, we'll give it one more shot. Oops. But if it doesn't work now, then I'll just move on. Because as I say, this wasn't the most inspiring thing to do. Of course, I immediately do that. It's just a practice run. Well. No, just screen settings in here, okay. .7. I was a second closer at this point last time around. Feels like there are lots of time lost in that end of the lap. Well, it's a cool car to look at, but it handles like a boat. Don't know if it would have been better to use first gear through the last couple of corners. Nope. I kind of expected another 5-second penalty from touching the Celica there. Because I thought that would have been a lot of harder of a hit than it actually was. I don't think we're close enough this time either. Too late on the throttle. I mean, we can see the car up ahead, but yeah. Do we bother with another try? Yeah, now we can maybe come back to it. One of the things that I want to have a look at is the global car settings. No, okay, that's not the global car settings. Options, of course. It was not in there. It might be in the Spec II settings, yeah. Okay, random car prices based on a username. Okay. But yeah, no, these are not. Okay, they were not on. the 3-lap battle is called. Slipstream battle. Yeah, let's try the Laguna Seca one. Yeah, no, there is no car setup options. No, because that's the global options. Okay. I'll have to work a lot more for these 250 points compared to the first ones in the missions. Interestingly enough, no traction control or anything like that on this car. That needs it more than the Toyota 2000 does. Ooh, is that a Saleen? Yes, it is. I'm not gaining enough to be even close to getting this one right. Especially not now. For crying out loud. Get lost. Uh, that's dirty, yeah. They somehow kept jumping into my way every opportunity I got. The bastard. Oh. I do remember these driving missions being a lot easier than this. Like, I'm hardly gaining any time on the Viper at all. Way too late on the brakes. Oof. Okay, that worked. I didn't expect that to work, but it did. Hi, Hugo. I see Jake is about done with his rally. Now, do we go back and try the New York one again? Nah, let's do the rally car thing first. 15th in class, oh, that's not too bad. Slippery road surface, yep. That fits well with rally cars on this. I was gonna say stage, but on this track. In many ways, the Citroen should have been the car up in front. Oh, whoa, they were parked. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a massive speed difference in that one corner. Interesting to see that the stability control light is on this car too. Zooming around the outside, slingshot into the lead. Yeah, the Evo 4 livery. Well, they did put that Evo livery on the Evo or the Lancer WRC, or Lancer rally car rather, in this game too. Instead of putting any of the contemporary real life rally livery on it. Yeah, the Superbird in Seattle. Well, there aren't many of these driving missions that I remember. It is, of course, the number 34, the one that I've never managed to do. And that we just did with the rally cars. Oh, I remember those from back then. Oh. No, that wasn't. I don't feel that was hard enough of a hit to warrant a penalty. You look at the body roll in the corners. That did sound like a tractor. Yeah, all the body roll and none of the traction. Put some modern tires on this, and it would roll over. How am I supposed to win this one? in equal performance, both the car ahead and me. Yeah, all the handling of a seafaring vessel, yep. I'm surprised that that wasn't a 5-second penalty too. I'm not quite sure what kind of car that is. Looks like one of those that's supposed to be very fast in a straight line and then nothing really in the corners. But then again, that is a pretty good description of this car as well. It might be a Buick. Fuck off. And the cat wants to come in. Be right back. No, retry. He likes laying in one of the chairs in my gaming room. Of course, her sister did too. His sister did too. Okay, so that's not a 5-second penalty. Just blatantly punting him off the road. But that's a 5-second penalty. Oh, come on. So already 10 seconds behind. Okay, one last chance. gained 1 second over that lap. I would need another 3 laps to get him. It's not possible to do that. Well, I would actually need 4 more laps to catch him because I'm only gaining by 1 second per lap. Yeah. Yeah, let's not bother with this anymore. I have done, well, I was setting out to do 10 missions. I've done 12. Good enough, I guess. We were looking at the American events the last time around. Yeah. US cars up to 1980. Do I have? Well, I do have one, but that's probably not the car to use in this. Nope. That was one step too many out. Oh yeah, you can't even get into the preview from there. Okay, fine, fine. All American Championship. Yeah, this was with race cars. Do we have anything in Europe we could drive? British Lightweight Series. Yeah, we can't drive the Astra in here then. No, it's far from being the toughest. Yeah. There are some really tough ones in the yeah, no. It was worth a shot. Now this is the for the higher ranked, okay. All cars permitted but with standard or sport tires. Classic cars, that's for older cars, yep. Hot hatch. I have a plan. A cunning plan. Yeah. You can use some of the Astra DTM car money for this. No, that was one step too far, but it is. There's a 1 Series trophy. No restrictions on tires or anything. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, fine. This doesn't really matter too much, nope. I have no idea what sort of opposition we're meeting. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know how much we need to tune the car for this, but yeah. Hi, Leandro. Yeah, this should probably be enough. If not, then we'll always be able to get back here and spend some more money on tuning. Oh, believe me, there is so much BMW tuning going on. So many kids with BMWs that it's just almost Stupid. So the plan was to use this here, and we can also use the car in the 182 point race. Oops. Maybe it's not good enough anyway. Might not really have the power, but the cornering abilities seem to be very good. Use the missiles. Well, the Golf is up to second position now. It looked to be one of the faster cars in the straight line of the start line, at least. It might be a four-wheel driven one. Yeah, I know that the old R32 was the four-wheel driven one, but I thought it was four-wheel drive on some of the newer ones too. Might have been a build in, that I've done in Forza, Forza Horizon, I think, maybe. Well, he had excellent traction off the line anyway. Has pulled a major gap over the BMWs. Of course, one annoying thing that I've just thought of right now is that I went straight for BMW when I was gonna buy a car and didn't even look at Opel. Could have bought a Vectra. But then again, the Vectra wouldn't fit in the second kind of race either, because that's this one I can use in the hatchback series too. It's just more power in the Golf. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. He was too slow anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Well, that's 5 Hail Marys and 2 laps around the block. Opera Paris reverse this time. 157 points on offer, so slightly less points. Oh, come on. Do the set 3 also count for the hatchback trophy thingy? Did I call it set? Yeah, it was set 3. I don't know. Oh. The downside of having a red car is that the flashing light of the suggested gear indicator thingy in the bottom right is difficult to see. especially when I do rely on that. For some help on braking points. Now that's a lot more effective through that final section. I do like this this track. It's a fun one. Well, it's a fun one with a proper car. Or a suitable car is maybe even... the right word. Like the rally cars were really fun around here. Like, remind you of the Italian city course from Race Driver Grid. Possibly. I can't remember that game. I know that I've played it, but I don't remember. I know the track layouts from that. Seems to be a lot closer between the AI drivers in this race compared to the previous one. Oh yeah, Toka Touring Cars. I have so many hours on Toka Touring Cars 2 from the 1998 season of the BTCC. Did play number 1 a few times too, but that was at a friend's place, because I didn't have that myself. But I did get the second one. That is really what ignited my my love for the touring cars and for the super touring cars, maybe above all. By the way, I was thinking the other day that about the typical opponents button. I've found it. I have found it now. It is this yellow car on the right. Yeah, it was fun games. And I also did like that the AI drivers could, they did mistakes and you could push them into making mistakes. So we're a lot more lifelike compared to like the AI drivers in here. And also the fact that you could get the entire BTCC grid on the track at once, so you had more cars to battle. Ah, get out of the way. What a tit. I seemingly have built the ultimate cornering machine for this class. Well, that was more of an A3 or S3. Certainly not a wagon. Yeah, exactly. And there is a version of this track for Gran Turismo, no, for R Factor 2. Could have been fun to use that on a club race, but the track is old and outdated and doesn't really look any good at all. Yeah. Well, it was made or converted to R-Factor 2 when that game was pretty new. Of course, the R-Factor 2 game itself has been updated quite extensively since then, but the track hasn't. I mean, you could see it on the Suhai track that we drove 2 weeks ago. Oh, there was one more lap. Yeah, no, you could see it on Suhai 2 weeks ago that wasn't really the best looking track either. That is made fairly recently compared to this one. It's a bit of a shame that some of the tracks is like that for that game, because so many good layouts and stuff that I would love to drive, but when they look like an acid trip, then you know it's not really usable. That's race 3 out of 3. So we're about to get another prize car. I was about to say that this car, could be used in some of the classic races that I've been looking at, but no, because one of them was American and the other one was European. Euro Hot Hatch League. Let's see. No, you can't use the set 3 in this one. But we can use the the 1 series. Sell it. Yeah, well, let's try this championship then. What is that? Ah, okay. Twinner Motegi East Short Course. Okay. Now we're driving against an R32. Oh, yeah, it might have been. less points on offer for winning this race compared to the previous ones. Whoa. Yeah, it's only called set 3 if you don't have a roof on it. It is interesting that you could have the car as an opponent, but you're not allowed to drive it yourself. Possibly an oversight, yeah, could be. I don't know if the Spec II mod has added cars to the opponent list. I have no idea. Probably not. In the Opel Speedster event, I don't know. Maybe. There's... I can't remember how that was. I don't even remember what the issue was. Because I don't think I've driven the Speedster event since the game was launched. Ooh. No, I haven't looked at the dealership events just yet. Norway, 10 points. And we're back to Opera Paris. Opera Paris. So we're unwinding from the last event we did at this track then. We did 4 laps the other way. So now we're getting back to where we started. Perry. Ooh, yeah, the M4 is it's a good power package in that. It makes my daily driver, the Astra 1.4 turbo, a little bit basic. Okay, maybe use the brakes a little bit for the sweeper. I don't need it to be that close every time. Yeah, that new M4 looks... Oh, scratch, 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 scratch. Now, I do like the M4 in GT3 spec. It looks kind of mean and aggressive, but as a road car it looks a bit... I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, really. Now this track could also have been fun in R Factor 2. Imagine the Ladas around here, or maybe even the BTCC cars, the newer touring cars. That could have been fun. Could have been fun with the super touring cars too, maybe. Another 10 points. Nice. Ooh, yeah, the Group A touring cars would have been fun around here. I know that... Well, Noticing is in R Factor 2. And there is a very basic version of Avus too. But that is a conversion from R Factor 1. And it's not really been updated to look good at all in R Factor 2. Okay. That was some aggressive pushing. And I know that we had, for R Factor 1, a couple of the German airport tracks too. Like Mainz Finten, for instance. Yeah. I must say I do prefer this high-speed chicane compared to the ones that I made into the Gran Turismo 7 version of the track. Hello, Mayor of Tanta. How many frames? I don't know. Let's see. I can see that if I go here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I got stable 60 FPS. Let's go back full screen. It looks a lot better on stream when I do that. It fills out the screen a bit more. Yeah, the hairpins might be a bit easier to overcome, yeah. A bit of give and take, isn't it? Yeah, true. I really dislike esports in racing games. Another 10 points in the books. .14 gap now. And the BMW has started to close into the into the started to get back into the same money that I had before I bought the car and started tuning it. I'm gonna go and close the door because it's getting cold on the floor. So I'll be right back. Right, there we go. And there is something about esports in racing games that everything is supposed to be so bloody professional and has to have big money prizes and stuff to even get people into any sort of racing. Money prizes that only the ones at the very top will see anything of. But back when I was started racing online, somewhere like 100 years ago, I was taking part in several different leagues, different cars and such. And it was all for fun. Nowadays it feels like nobody's joining anything of that for fun anymore. It has to be some prizes of sort in the other end. And then along comes someone like me trying to join, and I'm being disregarded because I'm not professional enough. Because I just want to join to have fun and drive. But oh well. Old men yelling at clouds again, I suppose. The worst thing is that I feel the community is getting a lot more toxic from it as well. Yeah, exactly. We were paid in bragging rights. And for me it was... I've never been particularly fast. I've been enthusiastic, but not really fast. So anytime I just scored points in these championships and leagues were just fabulous. It was kind of like everybody everybody knew everybody, and I know that some drivers were not as good friends with other drivers as some, but you know. Well, I mean, it's still pretty... my successes are in sim racing are still pretty few and far between. Which is why I will hold on to the memory of that Thursday at Suhai 2 weeks ago. Hold on to that for a long time. Yeah, it was a totally different world. People were doing things for fun. Like you know, just like modding cars or tracks for some of the games. Nowadays you have to pay for that kind of stuff through Patreon or something similar. Yeah, back when people were doing sim racing for out of the passion for it and the fun of it. Oh. Yeah, well, click the button a bit too early. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, that was the last race of the league. Awesome stuff. Right. So we have actually earned money with the BMW now. Which is good. And we're about to get another car. Ooh. Hell yeah. That's another European hot hatch. Well, I do feel that my garage is getting more and more getting more and more Japanese cars heavy. There's Germany. Now there was a 1 series trophy, no restrictions on tires, so I think we'll upgrade the tires. Don't. Oh. Now the price gap from the hard tires to the medium tires is really significant. Yeah, let's go with this. Yeah, an M3 GTR for that. That would have been... I'll keep that in mind. Now I'm interested to see what we will win from driving a BMW only event. 7-point race. Well, it's not that I think that I need the extra grip. Because the car was handling quite well as it was. But why not when we have the possibility? Well, I think the winning an Audi or a Mercedes from the BMW event, I think the possibilities of us winning another Nissan I feel like that possibility is a bit higher. Nissan or a Toyota. Yeah, the racing tires do make a big difference. Even though they're not even close to getting up to temperature yet. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or a Ford Model T. Which was one of the cars that I wanted to win back in the day. But I couldn't because I wasn't skilled enough on the license tests. What, 3,000 for each race? It is 3 races, so I earn back the money for the tires, more or less, at the end of this. Ooh, one car that I would love to get from this is the M3 GTR, the race car. Either that or the E46 S2000 car, the 2-liter touring car. That would be awesome. Yep. Get ready to drive. 2 laps at Infineon. Ugh. Look at the screen with the driving and not the chat. No Daihatsu slander, why not? Yeah. They have the touring car in here. And I do remember that being one of my absolute favorite cars back in the day. A bit sad that it only came with the Schnitzer livery, the Jörg Müller livery. Could have been cool to have the Andy Prio BMW UK livery on it, for instance. Those no, they don't really mean anything to me, no. Especially not given how the Vectra was slandered a bit earlier on. What goes around comes around, and things like that, you know. On pace alone, yeah. Two minutes and 2 on the lap here. Do anyone of you remember what sort of lap time I had on Grand Valley? I do feel like the tracks are pretty similar in length. But for some reason they chose to have this as a 2-lap race and not a 1-lap race. Yeah, well, anyway. Hope this series gives you a midget. Yeah. That would have been really fun though. And usable, because there is a midget only race, isn't it? 2:26. Yeah, okay, so well, only, you know, about half a minute off on the lap time. Yeah, well, yeah, fine. Never mind. So how many laps around Motegi then? Also like that it's a BMW race and we're racing in Japan. By the way, Mr. Mirwell, if you're still around, I would unpin the Sierra trophy and pin the TC850 threads. Yeah, okay, 2 laps around the East Circuit. Midget dangerous. Well. Yeah, seeing as you are the race admin for the R-Factor 2 stuff and such. Now that you're back home from your vacation and everything. That's a little guy. Yeah, okay, the grip of this car is so much better now compared to with the sport tires. I have to say that this is so much more enjoyable than the than stupid driving missions. Yeah, I did. I did build a very usable 1 Series touring car, which predated the BTCC one with a few years. B sleeper. B sleeper, yeah, of course, yeah. B. Wait, was I the only petrol car in this race? Panama. Yep. Of course, I can just click this button and see it in the results, can't I? I think I can. I think I can. Yeah, I was the only petrol car in the field. Yep. Drum roll, please. Oh, yeah. Well, I did say that we would be able to get another Nissan. I could have gotten what's it called, the R34, the Falcon car, would have been so much more useful. They use that in the 4-hour race. Club M, we need to expand a bit for that. What's in the classics? Ooh, yeah. Now these two would have been nice to win as a well, the 2002 too, as a prize car from the BMW races there, but yeah, no. How much do the you have to win the M3 race car. Well, I do have the money for the Schnitzer BMW. I don't think that's the right car to buy right now, though. Oh, that's right, I can't buy the M3 GTR either. So 338, 355. Yeah, well, I mean, we could. I could go this way, you know? Let's see. Now, there is one thing that I wanted to have a look at. Gran Turismo 4 prize cars, because I do wonder what's the special condition manufacturer races. There we go. The M Club would get you the GTR 2003, isn't it? Is it this one? Yeah, it is. No, this is this one. Yeah, okay, fine. Because the race car is 2001. Yeah, okay, fine. Ugh, the M5. Oh, the Schwarzwald Liga 1 or Liga A, the one that we have done, that is the one that we would have gotten the M3 race car from. Yeah, because it's not. The Schwarzwald, we couldn't use any race cars in here. No, we couldn't. But of course, the M3 is able. What's the word? Eligible to be driven in there. However, Hmm. Is there any multi-use of that car though? No, it's not. Yeah, no, let's go for the BMW, I think. Is there a double possibility for the Audi? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, something about the screaming yellow car. Interesting how the music changes when you buy the car. Yeah, I might need to remove some weight. 1620 kilos to begin with. Yep. Yeah. I still need an M car for the M series. I do. I did buy the tires. But I don't know what I will win from the 'They're also very punny. $471 should be enough. Yeah, I think it should be enough. Get out. There's the European events. That was a very long way around to get to the European events. Get the Schwarzwald League B. Ooh. Yeah. RS4 stage 1, bro. Yeah. Well, now we're at least on a proper German track. Oh, and I've been going for almost 3 hours too. Yeah. Yeah. A proper toll road. Big understeer. Oh, the massive understeer. Holy. And the directional changes. Whoa. I think the BMW might have been a better choice. Oh, don't do that. Oof. Sorry. Oh. Okay, this car is really unpredictable to drive. Oh man, oh man. It's a good thing it's got four-wheel drive. It's a good thing that it's not that big runoff areas either on the track, because oh man. Okay, so there's a couple of things that this car need. First of all, I think a proper racing suspension would help a lot. And again, I went for the cheaper option on the gearbox. So I need to have a pretty decent lead coming out onto the back straight to be able to hold on, I think. Because I feel like the other cars have more top speed. And to be fair, with all this power, I probably should have... I know it's not permitted in the race, but racing tires would have done this car so much better. Oh. It's like I'm driving Herbie, because the car has a mind of its own. And I think we probably should move some of that. Well, we can't do that. I was gonna say, probably should have moved some of the more of the drive from the front wheels over to the rear wheels to try to combat the understeer. So much for building a gap. Okay, fine. Ah, missed. I think we might have to invest some more money into this this series. Ooh, okay. Oh, but come on, I'm on the outside here. Turn, you piece of shit. Yeah, no, the gearbox isn't long enough. No, yeah. Had we had a standing start, it would have helped a little bit at the beginning, but I used to hate this track. Why? It's a nice circuit. It's not a good circuit for racing as such, but it is it's a nice track. Right, so hello Audi dealership. Here we are again. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with the full-on racing box then. Do we need any more? Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's, well... Sure. Can't hurt with some proper racing brakes. Nah. Herbie fully loaded with too much German electrics. Oh, that's the wrong button. How about look at the variable center diff front wheel distribution? We go down quite a bit on that. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, probably good enough. Yeah, most likely more than good enough. This time, yep. I mean, it's just a 10-point race. So I should be winning this easily. Just a sweaty mountain road with curbs. Well. Well, it is still understeering. No. Seems like there's not enough of power in the car. The big question now is, will the front tires hold on for the entire lap? I feel like they're turning yellow already. As I'm lawnmowering all over the place, yeah. I mean, it do help that I now that I don't have any AIs that don't care about where I am on the track. Makes it all a lot more manageable. This kind of feel a bit like the Alsen Porsche, though that was even more extreme than this. But yeah, I think being able to have racing tires on this car would have made it a bit more wanting to actually turn into the corners. Well, there is something about the understeer that that needs someone more capable than me to work out how to dial out of the car. The gearing screen of the car said 300 and something kilometers as a possible max. Not quite there, but maybe. Nope. All the other cars were disappointingly close behind. Who would have thought putting more putting more money into it would make it faster? Yeah, I think we'll finish this. Of course, it's the Schwarzwald League, so we're going to the Schwarzwald in Tokyo. But I think this is a nice series to end the stream on. Let's see now. Adjust. We need to. Let's see. Strength of the. But it doesn't say. This is something that annoys me. Does a lower value mean that it's moving less? Yeah, the anti-roll bar. Let's do that, and then center diff. We move more of the drive to the rear. Yeah. Let's see what we can get out of this. Oh, it's a 24-point race now instead of a 10-point race. What's a happy ending? Yeah. It is still hopelessly understeering. I'm not really sure that I will be able to win this race either. Maybe, just maybe we should have gotten the BMW instead. Could also have something to do with the setup of the car. So I guess that this is towards the rear. Yeah, let's try this. Well, it looks more promising. Yeah. Well, I think also removing the diff lock. I think that also was helping quite a bit. Because now I can actually steer the car a little bit when I'm on the throttle too, and not just wait until the corner is over before you can go on the gas. Yay! We scored more points in the races that I've done with the 1 series. But these races has been a lot more hard fought. Oh god, there's still 2 more to go. We're continuing with the in the Japanese Schwarzwald region. Slightly more points on offer for this race. Big rumble from the Mercedes. But I can feel it on, especially on the braking, that that I've removed the differential lock. The limited slip differential. Because the car is moving about quite a lot when braking. Beating the more powerful RS6 and everything. Okay. It might be more powerful. It might have begun as more powerful, maybe. Now, I think Fuji Speedway. I think my first encounter with Fuji Speedway was on the first Toka Race Driver game. And it had this old layout of the track, but without the chicane in the last corner. Which I guess is where Tilke got his the idea for his final sector chicane from. For remodeled Fuji Speedway. C braking. Yeah, it's kind of like driving any historical car, really, like we've done in the Le Mans Classic, the LMC in December, because those cars were moving all over the place on the braking and on throttle and while coasting. GP1 Part 2. Ah, okay. Didn't know it was Fuji at the time. Yeah, because I don't think the track was in the Toka World Touring Cars, which was the last game on the last touring car Toka game, really, on PlayStation 1. Yeah, copyright issues might be, licensing issues might be the thing for the track names. Okay, so it turned out that the RS4 is the right car, is the correct car. You just need to find the right track. Because here at Fuji it was a proper weapon, at least. Yeah, it did have Sugo and the T-Ida, which is Okoyama, I think. Okoyama T-Ida. Yeah, I think that's the same track. But Sugo was also a really fun track. And it is the it is hosting one of the more hectic Super GT races in the series, in the championship season. Right, high speed ring reverse. Well, I don't take the reference, Ole. Because I haven't really seen much of Would I Lie to You anyway. Well, to be honest, after I got the emulator up and running for doing this, I have had a look somewhere around on the web to find some of the other old games that I've played in the past. So I have acquired quite a few of those for use. I do love to see all the older games with better graphics and such compared to what they had on the PlayStation 2 back when I was on PlayStation 1 even. From back when the time when I actually bought the games. Pt3 Mania. Well, not quite, but I do kind of want to go through a couple of the touring car games, like World Touring Cars or Race Driver, the first Race Driver. The AI cars are quite spaced out on this track. And across the line for another 10 Spec points. Another 10,000 and another prize car. Now, what do we get this time? I guess it's a Mazda. Well, I know at least one of you will be happy with this. Oh man. What have I done to deserve this? Well. Well, I can't paint the rear end in orange, but even though I kind of want to. Yeah, well, Mazda 323F, okay, fine, but it's the wrong year. I would rather have the previous version of it, the one with the pop-up headlights and stuff. Yeah, I did say it, but I hoped it could have been like a 787B or something something usable, you know. Oh, you had the 323. Well, I did too for a few years. Had one. I did have the 1990 323F with the pop-up headlights as my daily drivers for a couple of years until I bought the Vectra, actually. But I bought it brand new. 93, great year actually. Yeah, okay, yeah. I see what you're doing there. Yeah. Aiming a little high. Yep. Okay, so the car list is completely random then. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is not the V6 either. It can't be. It is. Huh. I expected it to be more power being pulled out of the out of a V6 engine. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, this is the car that I did the paperclip MacGyver hack to get it to run again when Ole struggled to get it started. Well, the car didn't want to start. Yeah. Yeah, the rear end, the trunk cover and the there we go, there's the link. The trunk cover and the tow bar, I think. Yep, there we go. It was a pretty soft color. Yeah, no, barely visible at all. Well, it wasn't proper paint though. That has to be said. It was the kind of was it called Plasti Dip or something like that? The one that you can spray on and then can peel it off back off again. But Joachim, who was using the spray can on the picture, he and I, we did underestimate how many layers you would actually need to get it to be thick enough to be easy to peel off again from the from the paint of the car. Yeah, I think that was a nice birthday present. It made the car look even better. It also shows you that that people were actually thinking of you, you know. But some people are more ungrateful than others. Nice. Right, well, I have been going now for... We're closing in on 4 hours, actually. It's a 1:45 past midnight where I am, so I think it's... I think I will follow the example from the little guy in the chair beside me here. Because he's fast asleep and charging his batteries. Right, I will be back tomorrow though with the Overtake Club Rally, the marathon thingy, with what was it? Was the first generation WRC cars, isn't it? Yeah, WRC 97 to 2011 in Mexico for. I don't do the math in my head now. So quite a lot of kilometers of rough driving in Mexico without any rest in form of service parks. So that is coming up tomorrow. So this is a nice place to end it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everyone who's been joining in. Do enjoy whatever is left of your Sunday and or Monday. And wait, what? What is not? What is not? The rally is open for another day. Yeah, it is. I did check that earlier on, because if it hadn't been open, then I wouldn't have done this live stream tonight. Yeah, well, do enjoy whatever is left of your Sunday/Monday, and I will catch you all later. So take care and goodbye.